for real. Take it away, guys.
That's right, Richard. One map separates us from crowning a champion. Spirit will start on the CT side, and it's Dust 2. This is designed for the aimers, and there's plenty in the server here, Chad.
Can't wait to sink our teeth into this one. Sixth meeting between these two teams this year, 2024 alone, and the first time we will see them lock horns on this very map. Oh, taking the liberty straight to lower tunnels. Donk with the dual Berettas, spotted and drops back. So that is going to be pestering FaZe in the back of their mind. They know they'll have to clear out lower tunnels very diligently. Mid-door smoke to land, can't be blocked. Shiro with the nade in hand.
This is destined for damage here, Chatty. Double. Oh, trouble. Drops 50. Rookie a little less so.
Smoke hasn't landed
It's not
perfectly.
perfect. That is a disaster. At least Rain gets up. They're managing their angles well. The flash, did set up Rops for a duel, but a bit late on it.
All right, well, they will tuck back, get this cat control in the interim. Looking for an A split, 2 out long, 3 through short, blocked for now. Rotation has been allowed. Donk rotating back over to join this A defense, and Chopper's not too far behind.
They managed to pull Magix away, and as he returns to this fight, the P250 was primed and ready. Through the smoke, Donk is in the perfect place, and he finds the perfect result. Perpetually well positioned is Donk, and he delivers and backs it up with destruction. 3 down to the Julies, and Spirit will start off their CT side with a win.
FaZe on the Ancient Pistol T side, they went through the smoke. It worked out this time, not to be the case. Donk waiting at the door, denying all of that room. You're thinking because of the info they had at long, we're going to take the risk, we're going to jump through, but just mopped up, and you can see Shiro's name there in the feed, that nade, softening them up, making it a whole lot easier. And that's one name you need to say an awful lot of if you're a Spirit fan and you want to see them lift the trophy. Shiro has been relatively quiet over the first 2 maps. Sure, map number 1 wasn't needed. Map number 2, he was absent. Map number 3, he can't go missing. And yeah, Donk, he's just going to run up mid. So disrespecting this quote-unquote eco, Carrigan has a scout, and he's pinned in tunnels. It feels like the worst place for that weapon.
Not the most idyllic fight for a scout, no less, and maybe he could find Chopper with a quick flick. He does! R.I.P. Chopper. An hell of a shot from Carrigan, and he'll cut his losses. You'll take that one and fall back to reformat.
This has all happened quite early in the round, still with 1 minute and 20 as they've evacuated tunnels, now 1 minute and 10, and the scout can continue to work, but you know it's on the board if you're Spirit. So the last thing you want to do is be staying staunch at short and middle to give over tags. Force these pistols to group up, force Carrigan to force the fight.
And this paranoia is because of Rain's death. Donk could be anywhere at this point. On a major grand final stage, though, he's played it conservatively.
Magix over towards long with an MP9. This is how he ruined Liquid's dreams.
Yeah, he spots the shoulder as well. That's lovely info. That goes only one way.
Donk's on his way.
And Magix is going to be able to catch them as they first walk through. Carrigan, easy, comfortable. Donk steals away a double. And Roki now with that scout has missed his chance. Had a pot shot. Pressure mounting and being completely surrounded, encircled by Team Spirit. Goes for the no-scope. Shiro runs it down. So comfortable conversions there, and Donk up to 6. 2 rounds deep.
You can take those eco bashes, won't you? Throw them on this stat line, doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sit well with him that Magix is currently out fragging him. Perhaps not for long.
Yeah, we'll see how Dust 2. Magix is in a position that could have high traffic, but that's going to depend on the calls and the spawns that are offered up to FaZe. Right now, they wanted to head out long. They have Carrigan's Mac 10 to do so. It'll be a 3-man A start from Spirit. Flashes at the ready as the corner smoke drops. The deep one's going to obscure the vision. And they're coming out.
They're coming. This time, Chopper was not prepared for that. The long corner smoke isolates Chopper, and Carrigan closes it down. Takes that space. Shiro's AWP is on the prowl.
The gap to work with if they jump into pit this big. Oh, what?
What is that from Zontix? Just that knee-jerk reaction, spotted something and worked with it. Finds Rops in the smoke.
Oh, now they're boxed in. The way back is through this fight into the AK-47.
And Zontix deliver again. He certainly has a chance and does. Dispatches Carrigan.
Bomb spotted leaving long. Rotation on. Donk rotating over to deal with middle. Now aware that B is also a possibility, so rejigging this Team Spirit. Now highlighted there by the Obs team, Rain still parked out over towards the platform side, an unknown entity. If Spirit wanted to go for an info play to take this control back, they won't get the answers they're looking for. But they do have this AWP to deal with. Rain needs to get a timing against Shiro, and maybe that's just about to manifest.
Yeah, he just looked away for a second, comes back to his post. Every time he
didn't
looks
see-
away,
didn't
every
see
time
Rain.
he averts his gaze, they start to advance and now posted for it. Misses his tap. This is his chance. Shiro does as well.
Barrel.
Spotted. Frozen's a dead man. Starting to accelerate now. Rotations on the way from the CT. Shiro has done his job. Magic's now tucks into Gandalf to do his.
Bomb will go down, that's a certainty.
How will they structure the retake? Rain up for Car in this post plant. Brokey playing around that smoke, trying to make it a 2v2, but it's actually Rain that manages to connect. Removes Donk. Magic's next victim. They are both low. Shiro's USP could be potent. Got time to work with. No kit yet. Opts for the MP9 instead, in lieu of a better weapon. It can work. It does! Brokey hits a banger!
Knocked him off that top row there. That is a big round for FaZe to be able to convert. 2v3 situation after Frozen goes down to Shiro's AWP, but they're on the board, 2-1. And a timeout, and we've seen Hallie. He is no stranger to taking these. He's not shying away from being able to voice his concerns, voice his thoughts within this grand final. He's taken him early. And these type of rounds is always a little bit more important to have the discussion of how you want to follow through, because the finances rip you. You have less options available. It can't be full gun rounds. You can't go into your standard openings. It needs to be a little bit more creative. But this opening, beautiful. But like Zontix has done an awful lot there. The kill on Rock. Don't know what he saw, but he definitely caught a sniff of something. And Brokey and Rain in combination. Great shot from Brokey.
He knew that was the only option for Shiro, trying to close that gap. Great shot.
But right now, FaZe can win out the financial warfare. Just have to get past a couple of MP9s and M4s. There's U2 in the mix. Going to start with another 3-2 split, but they're going to play Donk through Cat.
Frozen's out. That long corner smoke. There's no answer to Spirit. Here comes Donk, though, on the catwalk. Walking tall, standing up. Delivers. Removes them both. Calculated aggression. Effortless brilliance.
You're on the same play as the previous. You're expecting more respect. And they just charge through middle. Donk gets the double. Now you're stuck. There's no way forward, no way back. That feels awfully small for FaZe, and with so much time on the clock on this smoke that's being lobbed out by Rain now for the cross, it feels like that'll have to be part of the finish.
Shiro has locked the door, finds an upgrade. That flank will be potent. That's if this setup even needs their help. MP9 lethal at this range. Nate does not expose Rain, but look at the damage. He's working with just a scrap of health. And stiff breeze can bring him down. Still puts Donk in the dirt. And only Frozen, no bullets and no hope. Spirit off the back of the timeout convert.
All right, well, 9-2 for Donk. Multiple kills on the pistol round, multiple kills in this round. And those are both very, very impactful in the flow of this first half final map. So the finances now are in the bin. I said FaZe could have won that out. Well, the same to be said for Spirit. This is the type of round you have to be converting. Round of 5v3 with the huge advantage, so much time you know exactly where they are or have a very good idea.
He is delivering under the most scrutiny. Brokey tries to brave the incendiary. Sensational start from Donk on this third and deciding map.
And Rop's yet to find a frag. He woke up on Ancient. He was a force to be reckoned with, the driving factor. And Frozen joined him too.
Magic's got a multi-kill on a silver platter. No one's looking, backs the turn. He only gets the one, commits to the spray. Rain does bring him down. It's Chopper that, needed more maybe. Zontix can pick up the pieces.
Another bomb.
Passes two and the bomb's under their control. He missed his chance. The shot of Shiro does not connect. A little bit of an opportunity, a window of opportunity was open. It's Shiro that slams it shut. For FaZe, I'm sure this is flying by. You're into round 6. Some of you feeling like you haven't even got going.
Game's not out of control just yet. Team Spirit don't have a whole lot of residual cash, so this is still well and truly on. We can back and forth. FaZe can force Spirit into more of these awkward buys that they seem to be more than capable of coming out on top of. Just reflect on Nuke and their T side.
Shiro is going to be in the right place for this if they do start to early test B. Donk and Shiro. site.
This type of setup, you're just trying to get the lower tunnel control. Just a variation of the default, right? You can see the Molly come in from top mid, the flashes as well, make sure that they aren't pesky playing forward. Now you want to push Chopper back off of short. He announces his presence with that HE. It's going to be mid-smoke to be... Oh no, it's a flash. I want to fight through middle. Mid to B smoke here from Rain. Carrigan will contribute one as well to set up the crisscross. This draws a lot of attention, a lot of eyes, and a lot of possibilities.
They are behind it. And Donk wants the brawl. He wants the biff. Takes out Carrigan. No trade available as he dips back for a fresh mag. Shiro finding Robs, and one by one they fall. Faze picked apart. Just two remain, Frozen and Brokey, with little to work with, just a bit of short control. Chopper going to be trying to spot, get this information safely, and has done so. Trying to close that gap, play for the plant. Finances going to be bolstered by the plant. Is there anything more for them here? There should be nothing. Magix makes it so. Oh, good shot from Brokey. Can surely be overrun. More costly perhaps. The bomb going down is nice, but a 5th round for Spirit on their CT side.
And that's the 4th opening duel going in favor of Donk. So that aggression is just paying dividends right now for Team Spirit. This lead extended. Now a buffer of cash build. Just as I was saying, hey, it still could be a little bit wonky, a little bit worrisome while they keep 4 players alive. First tactical timeout. See Neo behind the mouth moving. Previous major winner a decade ago with Virtus Pro. Now donning the coaching hat. He even wore the FaZe jersey as a player at one point in time.
Yeah, few teams can boast a coach with more pedigree than that.
Well, now he needs to add to the cabinet in that regard. It's great as a player, but not everybody is cut out for the coaching realm. And the greatest 1.6 players of all time, if not the greatest, it depends on who you talk to in that debate. Let's see if he has something masterful for this partial FaZe buy. Knowing the loss bonus will be maxed out into the next, they've just kept that respectable amount of money to facilitate the buy. Brokey making sure that the AWP will not be an issue.
Yeah, I've heard it from FaZe Clan themselves that Neo loves to call these partials. Likes to have a gimmick, come up with something. Top short, smoke doors.
Spirit will have had that 30 seconds as well, and how they can chip in and help them understand what the finances likely look like at this point if there were any doubts. The setup, like any fear of fights over towards B. Few worries for Zontic short. FaZe looking to pipe themselves out short, so the smoke for Brokey and Robs with a flash for Carrigan. That'll be the go.
Range Tech 9 to draw the crosshairs. Try and pull Shiro's AWP away from that frozen Galil.
Well timed
indeed.
But look at the HEs remaining. Chopper has one, Shiro has one, Zontic, so they're going through.
They are starting to accelerate. Shiro poised as he collects onto Rain. No trade from him. Where's Frozen's Galil? It's dead. Chopper makes it so. Brokey recovers it. Rob still yet to frag as he's sent to the grave by Donk. 6 for Spirit. Not even slightly threatening.
This next round is where the concerns will really start to ring home for FaZe. So the nature of the game, the scoreline looks pretty damning, but yeah, Dust 2, they can still work back in. This is a full buy, great, but it's more about the contributions of the players. 3 for Brokey, 3 for Frozen, 3 for Rain, 2 for Carrigan, 0 for Rops. Right now, nobody is activated, nobody is putting up enough of a fight. This has to change right here, right now, or this could be a quick third map of play. Fast mid control from Carrigan. Brave behind his boosted AWP. Straight down mid, applying pressure immediately with the mid to B smoke. That forces the rotation, the conversation for Spirit of what's possible early. They'll block onto themselves and even wasted a sentry there. They need to push Shiro back from short. The flash has to be perfect or the swing needs to be wide.
Shiro respects and exchanges the can of flame. Small map control victory. And the smokes nullify one another. Magix is holding the push down.
They actually have Donk anchoring long. Traditionally, it is Magix, so putting their heaviest hitter to lock this down.
Committed position. Miles away from the action. 40 seconds, FaZe. Trying to find their voice in map 3. Mid-util lands. Eyes are on Chopper and Zontix to defend their bomb site. Spam from Magix, trying to lend a hand. It's just the two of them up against FaZe Clan. Crunching in. Zontix does deliver, removes Frozen, and there's Chopper down to 1. Robs brings him out. We will see the plant come through. A retake available. Shiro with an AWP. One single flashbang thrown out by Donk. They're not going for it. Or at least they're not going from the main avenue of approach. They're not going through doors.
They can take their time on this. They can hang around. FaZe might get jittery and start to exit, and then there's an avenue in. They're going to have a look.
Opportunity here. Broky's in the perfect angle to protect Robs. They're searching. They're testing. An AWP shot tag. Finished by Robs. One back. Donk! No! He could do it! It's only Rain! Young delivers! How have they pulled that one off? The answer is Donk. 16 frags in just 8 rounds of play! This is a young man's game. The game is older than he is.
And this is exactly how we started the year, with our jaws on the floor in Katowice. Spirit. We knew this kid was a prospect. He turned into a prodigy, but it's just phenomenal to watch. A thing of beauty, defying what we know and love about Counter-Strike. And as you mentioned, so young, he can only get better. And FaZe, that was their best opportunity yet for a second.
This is his playground, this is his map. Is it his trophy? Carrigan sits him on his ass for our 9th round of play. It's up to his teammates now. Try and match his output in some capacity. There's Robs. Little glimpse of what he is capable of. Chopper takes risks. Confirms nothing in upper tons. And keeps moving. Giro is investigating as well. AWP on his back. Nade looks good for some damage. Great nade. Last win round for FaZe Clan. A wide open B bomb site. Chopper's flank, however, is starting to arrive. It may be a little too late. Frozen may have even spotted him on the jiggle. Has done now. Path least resistance found.
Is this going to be a save this time round? I feel like the answer has to be yes. A 3v5B retake. That feels like an impossibility unless something given over. Just taking a moment to look at the fact that Donk has started long in quite a few of these rounds. That's something that could be throwing FaZe for a bit of a loop. He's traditionally one of the B defenders alongside of Zontix. Hold up, they're still going in. They have smokes. They have smokes and mollies. They're going to go for this late.
They start thinking it's theirs.
They're going for this late.
They think it's guaranteed. Magix wants to try and change that. Brokey surely shifts the dialogue again. Magix trying to do some damage on the way out. Does find the head of Brokey. As Carrigan going to try and save at the back of the site. And Shiro maintains his AWP.
Well, because of the slew around, Spirit have no issues getting back into the buy. This half can be salvaged for FaZe. They let one slip on a 3v3 B retake, sure, but that's their second. Grab a third, force Spirit into more saves, try and ice them out. But Donk being more over towards long, I'm curious if Carrigan is going to try and change the game plan midway through the map. That's something that's, right, you're coming into these games, and sure, you love it when people throw in a bit of a different flavor. You'd be able to really trip them up, especially at the high level when teams are playing nameplate Counter-Strike. Donk again starting towards A.
His opponent's guessing as to where he'll be, but even if he starts long, he can show up tons and win out the clutch. In that late B retake, doesn't matter where he starts, if he can finish that strongly.
But no word of a lie, I'm taking a look right now. I'm short. We should be able to get this space.
Donk hearing these footsteps trudging towards short side, blocked by the smoke. FaZe Clan have intentions elsewhere, though. You can see indicated by the bomb. It's just to keep Spirit guessing. Chopper hearing all of this.
Looks like B is going to be the weakness to hit if Chopper has moved over towards that side of the map, and it's a constant alongside of Zontix.
You have to win this duel against Chopper cleanly. Well, his frags could buy time for a rotation. That flash looks good. Chopper. Oh, not blind! Not blind! Rain goes down! Commits to the spray. A necessary trade. Frozen breaks through. Zontix around the smoke, though. An opportunity to disrupt.
Flank from Magix.
He's coming through. They're not ready. They're not ready whatsoever. Carrigan jumps up on Xbox, loses.
They're going to assume it's through short because it's so quiet. Zontix doesn't have B info.
It's wide open.
He does now.
Wide open. He's coming through the smoke. No idea. They have no idea where the finish is coming from.
Frozen has to live. He can't go down without a kill.
Into the tunnels, and Magix hits it.
They're rotating A.
Into him. Into Magix. He will be punishing. What are they doing? Running straight headlong into Magix.
They assume Donk's still alive. He's moved over towards the A site. He's not playing B anymore. They killed Chopper. He's traditionally the rotator. Zontix left the site. They think they surely must. Donk, he must be over towards B.
It's so smart.
So they try and rotate over. This is really throwing FaZe through a bit of a loop.
They're just not ready for Donk to be on A.
Look, we've been saying it, or I've been saying it tournament long. I think he's better suited to that position because of the way that he can use his rifle. I think he's chained on that B site, and right now, Spirit are using him over towards that A site. So, Neo, are you taking the time out? Are you addressing that? But it doesn't have to stay that way. There's only 2 rounds left in this half. It's too late to worry about addressing it. You just can't play nameplate Counter-Strike anymore. You need to just follow through with your conviction. Because if you're looking to try and outsmart them, outmaneuver them based off of what you looked at in the prep, it's wrong.
And it's resulted in a mammoth lead on this CT side. Galils for the FaZe Clan boys to try and muster up a T side they can work with.
And now he's back over to B.
Keeping them guessing, keeping them on their toes, thinking they've solved the riddle off the back of an enemy timeout. They position Donk back on the B side. So dynamic, our team Spirit here.
They get this short space immediately. We might see them just explode with an execute, even through block utility. Only been able to establish 2 players, so that feels like an likely nature, unless a couple more are able to greet them. FaZe, this is a miserable half. 4 is the bare minimum they can get, and they have to fight hard just to get that.
Groundhog Day for Rain. He arrives on short, throws out his smoke, is blocked immediately. Frozen shows along doors presence. Shiro, attention drawn. Magix ensuring no pushes through the smoke. We've got the minute mark. Can Carrigan call his troops into a necessary 3rd round? God Flash lined up by Magix as well. Obscured by the palm leaves, they won't have a chance to react. He times it right. They call upon Shiro. He's found Chopper, jumping straight down to CT. Magix forced wide by the flames, still takes 1. Donk maintains CT control, Rain is there. And Donk has a great idea as to where he is. Another smoke deployed, Rain trying to mantle up. Donk is on hot pursuit. He's going to know exactly where you are. He is behind. Man advantage for FaZe. Rain lives on, repositions, but only for a moment. Donk hits it. Frozen does as well. Oh, and Brokey. Enough to seal the deal, surely. It's Zontix's turn to pull off a 1 versus 3. Frozen noted on long side. And what's he doing? Swings through, the trade is there. Gave Zontix an opportunity. Brokey brave to actually go straight for the fight there.
Yeah, converting off the back of that information. Very well done. Clamping down before he can react. So sure, they do get their 3rd. But it feels like they definitely need this 4th.
Whoa, and even that conversion is down to a 1 versus 1. Tooth and nail, they fight for their 3rd.
Well, discussion's been about FaZe wanted to do it the hardest way possible. Vitality into G2, now Spirit. So to map down your pick, move into enemy territory, have a dominant showing where individuals turned up. Right now, that can't be said. These rounds are having to be scrapped for. Very few multi-kills to report or any of impact. FaZe desperately need this 4th round to keep the hopes and dreams alive of FaZe Clan. This Donk is happening again.
cross. Doesn't connect. Fighting through the long smoke this time. Carrigan's going to get greeted with a lot more than he was ready for, but still somehow prevails. 2 MP9s unload their mags at him. Six takes up upper B control. Valuable asset for the team spirit information.
They're in backyard, not going lower tunnels, so they are aware that mid to B is a possibility, but Donk is the man to defend against it.
This time he is here.
Zontix is vacuuming up all of this space. We still have a minute on the clock, and he's already entrenched in T-spawn. Problems for FaZe. Util light. They need to hit some big shots. Upper tunnel's now blocked. Donk aware that multiple fronts of fights are on his table.
Allows him to focus on potential. Oh, that's a headshot! AK brings down Shiro.
Just an MP9 in the side.
Magics do nothing in the hands of Carrigan, that late arrival long. They pieced this together beautifully. Zontix, long way round, gets to Carrigan.
Donk's heard.
Yeah, Donk and Robs juking it out around the smoke. Does prevail, but at what cost? 9 HP. And a teammate with an MP9 in this final round of the half. Nothing's impossible when Donk's in the server, but this one, it's most definitely improbable. Roki's all ready for the smoke push. Zontix misses his shot, but Frozen does not. It's 4. A recovery of sorts, 3 out of the last 4 rounds of that half, just to give FaZe Clan something.
Really tough half for them, and you have to feel that 3v3 on that B bomb side. They should have converted, but just Donk coming in late and hitting every necessary shot. At that point, things started to feel quite hollow, but it is recovered, it's salvaged, but is it enough? First pistol round of this one went in favor of Spirit. FaZe need to do the same. A minute to sit, to ponder, to have the coach's message hit your ears, to take a look around, to realize where you are. The 21st major, the first in China, and history to be made on either side of the server. Question marks after the start of the year with the performance from Donk in Katowice. Is he going to be able to do that again? Is he going to be able to keep that up? Well, he's been a force all year long and saved, again, one of his best performances until these final throws, these final moments, and he's delivering once more. It was a labored first half and a team-based first half. Nobody stepping up and individually putting on a show for FaZe. With their CT side, we'll see Carrigan anchoring long. Rain is the rotating rifler. Brokey with the AWP. And the B setup of Frozen and Rops. This game's far from over.
Especially depending on the winner of this pistol. Boosting up Rain to provide and lend a hand to Frozen. This could be this is going to be a hard fight. Donk's Glock. Multiple fights as he swings, trying to bait these shots, trying to confirm the presence of Frozen. Rain readies his aim. Frozen buckled. Oh, instant deletion at the hands of Donk. Does not let off the gas, and now dual Berettas fall into his hands. So consistent.
If Robs goes back a plat and they B-execute, Magics has a molly for exactly this.
Oh, it's perfectly designed. They've got everything they need, Chad. Every single thing they need.
When the pixel shows, Robs has to hit the shots. He can't allow him to throw that from cover. He's going to be in so much trouble.
It has to be perfect. His crosshair placement has to be 100% perfect for this first click. Util confirms his suspicions. Molotov destined for Rob. Can he hit one? Can he hit a shot? Can't track him. Just the one onto Shiro. Now Rain turn, and he does click the first. Down now. B site is theirs.
Rotation miles away, but on their way, Brokey and Carrigan. There's a flash for this. He's going fast.
He's going quick. Straight through the window. Brokey trying to deny. Only the one. And so Carrigan demanded to clutch. His legacy demands a clutch. Can't hit the first. Zontix defending, but forces Chopper off the bomb. Carrigan's position noted. Youth versus experience. An impossible clutch now. Chopper's position's just too much to handle. He'd have to miss every shot, and Zontix doesn't. A triple kill from Zontix. It's Donk that starts, Zontix that dunks. Now what?
How many pistol rounds is Donk going to have impact on? It's insane. I know in that situation he just gets that one kill in towards lower, but he's not even worried. Like Rain's not providing any cover in that situation at all. Robs gets one, but he's always going down. Rain Could have really activated there, gets the first, but can't find the follow-up. And then, as you mentioned, for Carrigan, that's such a tough retake. And now 10, destined for Team Spirit. Just a couple of HEs thrown into long to deal with an early Inquisition, a flash for Rain to enable something mid-round. But it's just the pistols.
Carrigan and Frozen stretching their legs up mid. Chopper's got the perfect weapon to tend to this and confirms it with some sound cues made. Steps trunching up towards the palm. Chopper reveals himself, some messy shots on the bursts. Carrigan down, Rain just the one with his USP, but it's Donk just farming him up. Shutting him down. And Zontix even spots this one out for a clean one tap of his own. 3 rounds. 3 rounds. It's going to be bouncing around in their head every time they touch tab. 3 rounds is all Spirit need.
This map's given flavors of Nuke, how this series started. FaZe were able to start battling back in, but every time they broke them or felt like they had them right where they wanted them, they lost the follow-up. They couldn't get those consecutive rounds. They don't have that same luxury. This is map number 3. This is the decider. This is not the start of the series. This has to be converted right here, right now. The loss bonus is just the start of the game. 2,900 into the next. This is going to get away from them so quickly. FaZe are down in the dumps. They need one of those classic FaZe moments. Everybody doubted them coming into this. Their form. It was not what everybody expected with the name. But the playoffs is where they found themselves. But have they lost another final back-to-back?
Donk in his comfort zone.
He could just walk out and take a duel onto 8. It's Brokey having to tend with this with the rifle. This is not a fun fight. He's playing for information more than a duel.
How comfortable can he be on a major grand final stage? And he's playing his game his way, changing the way this game is played.
Have to play retake, hey?
Proactive, starts to move in, up towards the ramp, perhaps overlooked. There's Donk in the feed. Problems for FaZe Clan. They needed this one, they needed it, and Magic's and Donk taken away from them.
And this man on your screen has not been able to impose his will like we saw against G2, like we saw against Vitality, like we saw on Ancient. 4 kills to his name. Nobody from FaZe being able to get things underway, but he has been the driving factor, the driving force to their victories, to get them into the playoffs, to get them into the grand final.
This is like nothing we've ever seen. A performance like this against a team that have slayed so many demons on this playoff path. And yet this Dragon now stands on the precipice of legacy.
Third and final timeout called. Last moment for FaZe. The money, I don't feel it's there to justify the force, but your option is hand over the 12th and have to go on an 8-round run just to force overtime. Team Spirit have FaZe right where they want them. Second major ever for Donk and Zontix, and they are just 2 rounds away from lifting that coveted trophy.
On their second time of asking. Just some armored pistols stand in their way of a 12th.
Sana drops over towards A, so he can be a little bit more active. Doesn't have to worry about bunkering down towards that B site. But the call from Spirit will dictate whether or not he gets to play. Send him out to search long, trying to deal with that anchor player, but nobody's home, nobody's tending to it whatsoever. Chopper's a little bit pacier here. They might find themselves chasing tails, chasing ghosts. Magic tending to this now.
Where do they draw the line? On that long aggress, Rain parks close to the doors. Donk throws out the nade, destined for Brokey. Safe from it on the ramp side. Utility pressure applied. That Rops rifle, their best and only hope. Intermittently spotting on that cross. Brokey to be the beacon of information. Vanguard smokes. Headshot found. Robs the first. A second. Takes down Donk. Delivers. Gives FaZe something to work with. Still absolutely not a certainty. What's the pivot?
Into B, away from the rifle.
Yeah, and into the 5-7 of Carrigan. He has to find something here. There's a little bit of aggression. The flashbang's good. Spotted out one. Now from behind, Rain tides his time. It does convert. Giro's gone. Swinging into Zontics. FaZe just need to remove Magix, and the legs have been broken. He hears it. Scavenging away what rifles they can. As FaZe live to fight another day, round 16 is theirs. And Rain secures it.
Still smiles on the faces. They like the way that one felt. Rops in the position to deliver, and he does. Just as we were discussing, the lack of ability in this map to be able to impose his will. Plays over towards A with that saved rifle, gets 2 key kills, and sets it spiraling for Spirit. But again, what else do they have to offer? What else do they have to deliver? This just feels dire at this point. It's such a long way back. The amount of rounds necessary.
And it has to be perfect. But against Donk, even perfect is not good enough. Smoke buys time. 4 players occupy long for Spirit.
Get that open a pit. Now, sure, I contend with anybody trying to look for information top sight. Just sit back and cover as his teammates scale up. Replenishment of the cross smoke and playing retake again our FaZe. This is going to get tough.
Punching on in. Already got the sight under control as soon as Carrigan gets caught jumping. Magic, masterful. Forces Brokey away. Molotov seals their fate. Another for Magix. Keeping his form on this major grand final stage. Keeping up with Donk, keeping the impact frags flowing.
You've got to save. That's 12. Right there, Team Spirit. 2 kills into the A site. Both from Magix. That secures the 12th round. You know you have FaZe right where you want them. You started the year with a win over this team to announce your presence into Tier 1. To show that you're the real deal, a true threat, and you have the best player in Counter-Strike on your team. And right now, you just need 5 more kills. And you will be the champions here in Shanghai. This has been a month-long venture. RMRs into opening, into elimination, all done here in Shanghai. And the playoffs, the grand final, it lays in front of them everything they dreamed for, everything that they have thought about this whole year long can be converted right here, right now in 5 kills time.
It cannot be understated. There are teens in Shanghai wearing your nickname on the jersey of the team you play for. As a Siberian teen, dedicating his life to the game, 1 round away. 5 kills. Rops tries aggression. Flashed away, thinks twice. Is this another grand final? With head in hand as the confetti falls for Carrigan and co. This shot from Rops on the AWP. Spirit's approach direct through mid. Donk, the spearhead of this assault. And he's opened it up. Just 4 frags now, 4 clicks of his mouse. On his 2nd time of asking, Brokey fights back onto Chopper. Taking his head to head, and Brokey holds on for FaZe. Ray through the smoke, does not give up. Dix and Shiro getting active, bomb loose, Frozen pushing the smoke. They want to fight for this now, and it's cost him. Frozen down, it's still Brokey's round, and Carrigan commits to the spray, gets there eventually. FaZe Clan live on.
Touch and go, I think, is one way to frame this, but it is sketchy as hell for FaZe out there right now. You touched on it. This is the 4th major grand final for Carrigan and Reign side by side. And this could be the 3rd time they feel that agonizing heartbreak of yet another loss. And 2 in 1 year, that's enough to break any man.
First on home soil, and then when no one believed you'd even be there with a chance. You've run through a gauntlet of the world's best. But now you need 6 consecutive rounds, 7, just to survive, just to see overtime.
And this was the problem that happened on Nuke, unable to convert where you had Spirit in a position to break them financially. Again, they're there. You retain the double orbs. And Orgon Carrigan, he's starting to show some worrying signs with the aim.
Good luck again, does Robs on the start. Magix wants to go for a late long pass, straight in. Carrigan starts to unload. Somehow he finds the head of Magix, and it's Reign that builds around as well. Removing Donk onto just one, keeps him humble. Robs, aggressive AWPing, catches Shiro on the cross back. Tontic steps in to try and isolate a duel here onto Frozen, gets spotted out, chipped away at, advances, knows it hinges on him, a jump spot confirms Frozen's presence, a head-to-head, Frozen comes to win! His teammates there to mop up the pieces, Rob's last seen mid, posts on the AWP, Chopper with one of his own, smoke on the doors, limits his options. Molotov should seal the deal of a plant. Tontix goes looking for more, it's Reign, ready for this one, and delivers. Can Chopper do anything with this one? Surely not. Not his weapon. Not his weapon, not his time.
I see there from Frozen as well over towards B. They get that smoke, they smoke off the doors. Chopper has utility as well. They get in and they plant that bomb. So giving them a bit of a luxury considering how well that one started with the trades over towards Long to kick things off. That bomb going down means that they can still be a little bit threatening with their purchases if they ever so choose. 2,400 is the loss into the next.
Really important trade out of Reign there.
Yeah, and Robs as well, shutting the door on the rotation back. Just there's no expectation of an AWP to be pushed up mid and around like that, but you can see they have been able to pick their poison and pistols, and it's Tech 9 for Spirit, and they're heading over towards B.
They know they've got double orbs. Could be punishable.
The rotation is absolutely miles away. It has to be Frozen, it has to be Robs. These two have to lock it down, there's no question about it. Lurk Smoke will draw the Rifler in close. Does it? Frozen. Flipping back, playing outside of the site, so pressure on Robs with the AWP. Clear of the smoke, nothing found. Here they come.
Oh, they're about to explode. Robs must hit some shots here. Just to survive at the major, and it's Frozen that's holding on for the first. Gets the double, Donk's alive, that's a problem. Robs to the back of the smoke, getting spammed away at trying to hide in plain sight on the bomb site. Looks good, Brokey delivers. Shiro on the flank tries to finish it off, and Brokey doesn't go down without a fight on the P250. Magic reloading in the middle of the site, and they survived. Survived to tell the tale of the Tech 9 pop.
Important kills from Frozen there, gets the double while they're focused on Rob's back of the site. But still, that was just a very light investment.
Oh, there would have been no worse way for it to end like that for FaZe.
Chopper's invested right now into a Mac-10. Could have opted for a Galil, would have been lighter on with Util. I'm curious if that's telling of the play that the in-game leader wants to make. Against Mouse, did some out-of-the-box plays that caught them off guard on map number 3, Mirage. They're going towards the B site with heavy resources again. Chopper just noisy, so using himself as that piece to potentially be traded. Has Donk right behind him for exactly that.
You know the playbook. Chopper pulls the crosshairs, Donk delivers around. Time after time, we've seen it. And this round is for their major.
Bad smoke from the CTs there. Very worried about the mid to B currently.
Good shot at converting.
That Lurk Smoke's a little bit shallow.
Every round could be FaZe Clan's last. Frozen doesn't seem to think it's this one. Neither does Robs. Holds on, holding on. The double orb, making a triple as he denies Spirit. footing.
Well, we've seen Spirit in this situation before against Liquid. Dust 2, massive lead. Liquid clawed it all the way back, and this man in the middle of your screen right now was the one with the long push on an MP9 that eliminated Liquid and their major hopes and dreams. Right now, they will have to wait a round longer, but look at what he's hoping to save. That, in the hands of Donk, has proven time and time again throughout this series enough to win a round.
This is what
he might not get to hold on to it.
Gets Carrigan down, and now they know his position, so the hunt is on.
Time.
Should get away with it. Brokey's not forcing the issue. Nor Rain, unable to make it there in time. Magix brings it through.
And
immediately, Kevlar helmet and the AK drop. But so frequently we have seen this hero rifle put into his hands, and it's absurd how often he actually converts.
You take a look, he doesn't have the best spawn in the world, so they can't just try and send him out long on that first timing.
So much responsibility on his shoulders at such a young age, and yet he doesn't seem to buckle.
We would be remiss to say there's no pressure in a round like this, but it's almost a free swing. Next round they will be buying, so whatever he can get done might just be enough.
Back 10 on Chopper as well. Try and pull the crosshairs away, as we've discussed. They mantle up. Getting into Brokey's domain here on the AWP hold. No smoke to block, it's just his AWP. Rosen and Carrigan can lend a hand, but Brokey's still going to be tested here. Looks like Chopper wants to strafe towards the CT. Flash is good, gets down. Awkward now, FaZe Clan need these. Hit the shots again. Individuals fill the feed. Brokey under scrutiny. It's Soltix, next victim. Lining him up. It's Donk's AK still in the play. He's the problem. You have to shut down Donk if you want to see another round of play. It's Shiro and Donk partner up. 2 frags away, and the bomb goes down. This is everything. Donk on the hero rifle. Shiro cowering at the car with 4 HP. Donk controlling it now. Rop's approaching with just the AWP. It's not good. Rain has to do a lot here from short. Time is ticking. Can FaZe Clan fight to see another round? Or will Shiro and Donk ruin their dreams? Rain doesn't seem to think so, but Shiro could. Just has to hit the tap on Rain. Can't hit it. On the cross. Oh my God, it comes down to that. Rain holds on and extends play. I can't believe we go again in Carrigan. Vibrating. This run continues, Chad. 5 consecutive, 2 more for overtime.
One man with 1 AK, and the amount that Spirit are able to derive from his presence, his impact. They almost had the major right there and then, and what better way to have got it done.
Tip of the head.
Oh!
How's he done that?
Double or pick mid. They are throwing some punk Counter-Strike at Spirit now.
Shiro has to watch as this 4v5 transpires. Magix actually picks up that AWP. Perhaps they're going to overlook the possibility of a late repeat from T-side AWP. Util mid. This shot. Brokey tries a wall bang. Rain, the rock of FaZe. Maintains control of middle. Magic's posted. Hoping for an overextension that Rain is not going to give him. Bomb's maneuvering back.
This setup is ready. Carrigan to take first contact. If he goes down, Frozen might go overlooked. This is Frozen's time.
As you go ahead of the play, swinging in. Donk is blind. No! Can't connect. Carrigan in trouble now. Do you fight? Do you run?
They're in
He
limbo.
opts for the fight. He opts for the fight, and Magix will punish. FaZe Clan. Oh, Brokey missing his shot. Spirit, they're doing it. 2 frags away from the organization's first major. It's just Rain and Robs. 2 versus 4. Couple of clicks to the mouse, and it's a quick one tap to Zontix. Nice. Oh! Jumping, no scope. Rain and Robs refuse to surrender. Magix recovers the orb, spots that one, good he transfer. Oh my God! 3 points of hell!
He dinked him!
Robs refuses and forces the final round of regulation.
That's Spain! That's the most entertaining team in Counter-Strike history!
It just delivers time after time.
They had the number advantage.
2 on 4.
This one right here!
Jumping, no scope.
Back on that bullshit!
Time after time, 1 HP. What is it? 3 frags, 3 HP. Robs has put them within 1 round of recovering this Dust 2. But on the 24th, Spirit have formally recovered.
30 kills for Donk, 21 for Magix, the two putting in a shift, 51 combined. The FaZe have had to work so hard for the rounds they've been able to convert. They've come this far, but is it all for naught? Is it all for nothing? It's Beast won't miss, there'll be a gap over the top, ever so slightly.
Rain just happy awareness. Maneuver to it, frozen, in the open. Robs again with a double shield.
But B's open.
B is wide open. Zontix and Shiro sees the sight, and Donk now position noted. Rain, can you save him again? Zontix tucks into car. Bomb is planted. Time against FaZe Clan as Spirit are once again within reach of closing it out in the final round of regulation. Carrigan, Rain, Brokey fighting for overtime. Zontix has to pick his moment, find his chance, and he has struck brilliantly onto Rain. It's collapsing around them. Carrigan and Brokey, it comes down to the 1v1. It's overtime. Oh! Denied! Regulation converted! This is their major!